What's up, YouTube people? Dan the Lego Man back again, continuing this month's challenge. That's right, I'm finally tackling this atrociously named game. I have never seen the movie, and after playing this game, I can confidently say that I will never watch the movie this game is based on. This game, while easy and mildly short, is another chore. Let's dive in and step on all these Legos. So, this game is an open zone action/platformer collectathon. Think Banjo-Kazooie with none of the charm or humor. At least, unlike the Lego Marvel game from a bit back, the world actually seems to be built out of Legos, so the aesthetic is back. As it should be! The game also has a whopping 51 trophies. So let's go. First, let's talk collectibles. The main collectible obtained through missions, side quests, races, and just strewn about are master blocks. During the story mode, you will need to collect a certain amount to power the portal to the next world, and for the bonus worlds that will unlock after reaching certain block thresholds. The secondary collectibles are these capsules, coming in several different varieties that unlocked character skins, cosmetic items and weapons, blueprints for building Lego buildings, which will be bitched about later, and super tools, which will also be important and bitched about later. Finally, the tertiary collectibles are obtained when you break items in this world, giving you bricks that you can use to build things around the world and throughout the game based on their color, with special bricks coming from particular worlds, and studs, the game currency. So, we get plopped into the first world, Apocalypseburg. We get introduced to our main character, whose name I forgot and really isn't important. Why? Because unlike in other Lego games, no one has any unique or special powers. It seems like some later characters can maybe move faster or double jump slightly higher, but everyone has the same base moveset, the ability to build and destroy, and the ability to use every tool the game gives us. The only thing that can be character specific is some side missions can only be started or completed as a certain character. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, as it makes unlocking characters feel pointless. But that also means that besides certain quests, you can play as whoever you want for the whole game. Beyond that, there are some characters for some trophies. So, we do some of the story missions, find some blocks, and get some basic trophies. One for getting Lucy, one for opening our first chest, and one for doing a build attack, this game's version of super attacks. We fight the first boss of the game, which is just annoying. The bosses are more like puzzles in this game. Combat is seriously unsatisfactory, limp, and boring. Then, we complete the level for a trophy. So, we get transported to Sispocalypse Star, a sandbox that we will fill up at the tail end of the game. I get 1,000 brick pickups for a trophy, open our first relic at a shop for another, and buy something at a shop for yet another trophy. Following this, the tutorial for this planet is completed, netting us yet another trophy. I had already found several relics and opened them, getting another trophy for opening my first duplicate. Oh yeah, relics can give you duplicate items and can even give you items that you can purchase from the shops. so there is some RNG involved in later trophies. Yay. So, we get to the next level, the asteroid field. This place actually looks neat, but is kinda lame in practice. At least the space raptors are kinda cool. We get a trophy for unlocking Rex, and then another trophy for completing the level. Oh, I should mention that basically every world gives you a new tool that is needed for certain blocks and quests, meaning that you're not really going to be able to get all of the master blocks in a world or 100% the world until you get to the end of the game and have all of the tools. Yeah. So, in the next world, I got the trophy for unlocking 50 relics. Then, about an hour later, I got the trophy for shooting 50 stickers with the sticker gun. We also get forced to take a detour into the bonus Old West world, which is about 98% completable on the first visit. There's simply no way to get the final master brick that's on top of the town's water tower right now. Trust me, I tried. So, we get a trophy for completing the main quest of the bonus world, and bounce. The next trophy I got by accident, for playing as a mini doll. I'm not even sure what the hell that is, and I don't care to find out. So I continue into this jungle level, unlocking Unikitty and the tool that lets us change the color of certain blocks, which seems mildly cool, but is mildly useless. It's basically a glorified quest item. Continuing on with some more puzzles, the boss finally shows up. And while this boss is easy, I got flashbacks to the fucking chameleon boss from Animal Well. So, we make this boss choke itself, beat up its interior flower to kill it, and get a trophy for ending its life, and then another for completing the level. Then we get to Harmony City, the next level. This town is populated by the knockoff Justice League, and everyone seems brainwashed. It's like a world based on an ad, where on the surface things look great, but there's nothing of substance. Kinda like a lot of the old houses in Pokemon. So, we unlock the character of this level, Metalbeard, who looks huge but isn't fun to play as. And we can apparently use his head to power certain devices for some reason. This level also doesn't have a boss. So shortly after getting our buddy, we can just leave. So, we get to the next level, the sorting area, a junkyard populated by Bob the Builder knockoffs. This level is short and is just annoying. We unlock Benny and get the annoying welding tool, which sometimes just doesn't work for cutting into objects. Thankfully, there aren't many of these objects that we have to interact with. Then, the trophy for collecting 100 items popped. And then shortly after that, the trophy Richer Than Bruce Wayne for having in our possession 1 million studs. Which, in this game, isn't that hard. I didn't even use the super tool to boost getting money. The boss of this area is the gluttonous vacuum squid. Just make him suck up the bad stuff, and then murder his flower so that we can destroy him, netting us the trophy for his defeat, and then another one for completing the level. Now we can head to the final story level, the ceremony. During this level, we unlock Batman about halfway through and get his grapple shooter and a trophy. The grapple shooter thing looks so cool in the tutorial, but has such a short, shitty range that it is nearly useless. This is made worse by the fact that the item we get towards the end of this level makes it completely useless. Continuing on with the level, we fight a minor boss, getting a trophy, the tractor beam tool, which is somehow even more situational, And finally, the jetpack, the best tool of the game. The jetpack lets us fly, but only for a limited time. This item completely invalidates the grapple, save for specific sections where something needs to be yanked. Oh, we also get the character Sweet Mayhem and a trophy. Lame. So we watch the lame ending cutscenes, get the trophy for beating the game, and then the trophy for beating the final level. So, after this, I beeline back to the Old West and grab the last master block there, getting the trophy for obtaining all master blocks in that level. Time for the full game cleanup. Now, the rarest relics have the potential of unlocking master tools. Of these, some of these can be useful during gameplay, but the most important two tools are the upgraded jetpack and the builder hat. The super jetpack works infinitely with no cooldown, making any type of platforming obsolete. Whereas the builder hat lets you construct anything that you have a blueprint for without expending blocks. While neither of these tools are 100% necessary, they help a ton in this cleanup. The problem is that there's no guarantee which item you will get. Your best bet is to get the Mega Relics, as they guarantee a new item. The red relics can give you duplicates of super items you already have. Unlocking more of these relics, the trophy for getting a gold variant finally popped. This was shortly followed by the trophy for collecting 100 characters. Also, why don't the Justice League have any of their powers in here? If they're just going to be in here lame like this, why have any of them besides Batman? On to cleaning up the asteroid field, netting us another trophy. Then cleaning up the jungle for its trophy. Then Harmony City. Then the sorting area. And finally, the ceremony cleanup. Man, for such a short game, this sucks and has so much padding. Then I got started on doing the other bonus worlds. Thankfully, these worlds are pretty small. I got both trophies for Middle Zealand, followed by both trophies on Planet Unikitty, followed by both trophies on Classic Bricksburg, followed by both trophies on Planet Sparkles, and then got every master block in the final bonus world, which has no trophy attached to it, but is required for 100% and that trophy. Finally, we move on to the sandbox of Syspocalypse Star. Make sure you equip the Master Builder hat if you have it. You can get a trophy for trying to build something where you can't on this planet. And here comes the RNG part. See, in order to complete this world, you will need basically every master construction blueprint, which can only be gotten from opening relics. When you select these, you will see a master block next to the ones that will cause a quest to spawn, letting you get the last remaining blocks. If you need relics, you can buy them, and chests will refill if you leave the world and come back. The other issue is that while the buildings will spawn quests, sometimes you will need another building to be able to complete the request, which will shake when you are in the menu, but will not have the block mark next to it. This sucked because of the extra grinding to be done to get the last few blueprints. Once 20 buildings have been built, the penultimate trophy will pop. Then, after doing the RNG grind and doing the quest and getting the final master brick, the final trophy and the platinum will pop. Fucking finally. Thankfully, this game is relatively short. I managed to platinum it in about 13 and a half hours, shaving off a bit over 2 hours of the suggested platinum time. It would have been done even sooner had it not been for the brain-dead RNG of needing relics to unlock blueprints. There are some special codes that you can use to unlock extra relics, but they only unlock a small handful, so I always thought it was quicker to just grind them out. This game wasn't fun, wasn't funny, and was pretty much a chore to slog through, that thankfully is less than a third of the playtime to get 100% in, unlike LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. There weren't as many glitches or game-breaking troubles, but it wasn't in any way enjoyable. Getting the platinum is practically a participation trophy, meaning that on the platinum scale it is a 1 out of 10 with an asterisk, as the game supposedly purports co-op. However, there are multiple recorded cases of several in the story and item collection trophies not popping for the player 2. Meaning that if I was playing as the P2 with either my kid brother or my wife, then a second playthrough would be necessary. As for the patented Dan the Ranking Man score, the game is a 51 out of 100. No major glitches. The game fundamentally works. The presentation is back to the LEGO charm of having everything be LEGO. But the game itself is tedious busy work, without anything being truly memorable or good. Hell, the song that plays at the end that was supposedly a big deal wasn't even good or catchy enough to get stuck in my head. I've had way better and way worse get stuck in there. Hell, I should rickroll you guys just to prove my point on how forgettable this song was.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. You guys still sticking around? Alright, well, you're welcome to stay. There's not really any more surprises, but, good luck getting that song out of your head. It's a real earwig.
The game works at the most basic level, but there's not much charm. The 50 points is basically for working in proper game capacity. So where does the 51st point come in? That is simply due to the inclusion of the Space Raptors. So, like and subscribe to see if the last game on the list, Journey to the Savage Planet, results in a mission complete or mission failed for this month. Until next time, and remember, only losers would include the Justice League without powers in any game, let alone a LEGO game. Like, it's not even that they're under the effects of something, they just have no powers and suck in this game.